Good afternoon from Scotland Yard. This is Game On Sports production of Highland Park Baseball. I'm Rob Davis. This is a preseason game, another scrimmage between the Boyd Broncos and your Highland Park Scots. The Boyd Broncos are coached. Oops, where'd that go? I had that information. Coached by Brooke Court. He's their head coach. Austin Cook, John Matlock, Kevin Yeager are his assistants. Of course, Coach Yoder, Travis Yoder, is the head coach of the Scots. Bobby Leidner, Austin Honeycutt, Will Corbett, and Aaron Corbett are the assistants. I believe the Misters Honeycutt and the two Corbetts are off with the JV teams today. The Scots blue and gold teams. So we're going to get started here in just a minute. You see the umpires have already had their meeting, and O'Banion is on the mound. That is the big left-hander, a senior, Benton O'Banion. He got a little time with the varsity last year, and especially during the preseason, and then came in late in the year through a few innings. Primarily on JV last year. He, as a senior, will be on the varsity this year. Hey, we're about to get going. Here is Byron Burrell, a senior outfielder. He was first-team All-District in the district occupied by McKinney Boyd, as well as Prosper Rock Hill, Denton Braswell, the Prosper Eagles, Little Elm, Denton Geyer, and the McKinney Lions and Allen Eagles. First pitch missed, second pitch swung and a foul ball, 1 strike to Burrell, who is playing center field today. Will probably be their leadoff hitter and center fielder most of this year. Next pitch way up and away, hit the mascot. O'Banion doesn't like that baseball. He'll get a new one. The Scots in their last season of 7-6A. Last year, the Scots qualified for the playoffs. They were third in their district. They were 12-4 in district. That's a competitive district. You go 12-4, finish third. 20-13-1 overall. 12-4 in district. And the next pitch going to be just down. Scots are blessed with a lot of good pitching. O'Banion, swing and a miss. One up, one down. Got a big strike out of Burrell. Good fastball from O'Banion. They'll bring up Holzner on defense. Holzner will play third base to begin with. Some of these kids are going to play several different spots on the diamond today. Just a scrimmage. Everybody get their work in, especially the pitchers and catchers. Some of the kids figure out curveball going to miss just a little outside. Some of the kids trying to prove their spots. Some of the kids trying to hold their spots. Primarily the coaches know who's going to be where and when for this season. That pitch is up and away. So the Scots in 7-6A, they will face the Pierce Mustangs, Lake Highlands Wildcats, Richardson Berkner Rams, the Richardson Eagles, the Jesuit Rangers. That pitch misses down low. The Nimitz Vikings and MacArthur Cardinals and Tigers, all from Irving High School, just as they did last year. And then next year they'll move down to 5A. And they're going to have a completely different district than the football team in 5A. That pitch misses up high. That'll be a walk. So a strikeout and a walk. Nobody putting a ball in play yet. 1 on and 1 out. And that brings up Walls, the shortstop. Also pitched a little bit the other day. Oh, no, he's not. He's the designated hitter today. The Nouveau will play shortstop. Decent lead at first, but no throw. Binion misses outside with a ball. Still plenty of time if you got nothing better to do. Baseball is always a good time. Come on out to Scotland Yard. Hunter breaks a little bit further off. Good secondary lead, but pitch misses down and away. 2-0 unofficially, since we don't have a scoreboard or operator or able to see the umpire's hands. And I'll hold them out where I can see them. Swing and a miss at that one. That was the case of the fastball teasing the hitter. He said he wanted to hit the fastball, so Benton threw it up there and got him to swing through it. Long look over at first. Kicks, there goes the runner. Pitch outside. Throw down from Schultz is going to go off of the second baseman's hands, but no harm, no foul. Schneider able to get back there and make the stop. Setting your defense, Brenton O'Banion on the mound. Caden Liner is catching. Hickman at first. Lachkowski at second. He must have gotten a haircut. Doesn't look like him. Ethan Pitcher at third. Charlie Schneider at short. Matty Chan, Miller, Ferris, Leisha, Schlehuber, outfield left to right. There's a foul ball into the screen. My advice, if you come on out to the ballpark and you get one of the chili cheese dogs, get extra napkins. You will need extra napkins. So 2 strikes on the batter, maybe a ball or two. Unsure of the count. O'Banion kicks and fires, swung a ball down the right field line, hooking foul. Schlehuber over, will make the catch. The runner will stop at second, nowhere to go. 2 down. Nice play by Lee moving over to his left. A lot of foul ball territory over there, so Lee was able to make the catch, gather himself, and make the throw. That brings up Kleeman. Kleeman is the catcher for the Boyd Broncos. A lot closer to baseball weather today. Curveball going to stay outside there from O'Banion. 1 on 2 outs. Still a little chilly if you ask me, but it is February, so we'll let it go. Lachkowski, a couple of steps towards second to hold the runner. That pitch just misses outside. Plenty of seats still available if you want to come on out. Come by and say hi. Tyler Presley up on the roof. I'm in the press box. There's a good fastball inside corner. Kleeman leaning over the plate and got backed off by that pitch. I think it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. It might be 2 and 1. And we're going to get time. Two and 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. That pitch is up high. Odd start time for a baseball game, but it is just a preseason game. School is still in session for about another hour or so. Work is still in session for a bunch of people. Benton checks, kicks and delivers. That'll be up high, ball 4. No harm, no foul. Free base over there. That sets up the force play at any of the bags. And with 2 outs now, Davis, the first baseman, will come up. No relation, I'm sure. Fry on deck if we get that far. Will be the first left-hander O'Banion's had to see today. Starts this batter off also with the curveball, and again it stays outside. O'Banion will pitch again next inning. And then we'll see Gahagan and Moorhead and Ethan Pitcher will be the pitcher in the later innings. O'Banion checks his runner, kicks and delivers, swung and a foul back. Benton checks and delivers and gets another foul ball. Laboring a little as we work our way through the top of the first. Swung and a foul into the screen. Have not had our first ball onto Lover's Lane yet. And during the regular season, we'll have some extra cameras, including Tyler Presley's favorite camera looking onto Lover's Lane for all the foul balls. Swung and a drive. That'll make it onto Lovers. And actually cleared Lovers, went all the way across the street. And now some kid will have the duty of going to try to retrieve that ball. Good luck fighting the traffic. All right. The next delivery just misses down. Now we've got a full count. You'll see the two runners get a little extra lead and then take off as O'Banion starts his delivery to the plate. Benton up. We're going to get another time call. Two umpires right now. We had as many as four, never more than two on the game at a time on Saturday, but we did see four guys move in and out. It's their preseason too. O'Banion kicks, delivered line drive into center field, but Ferris comes over and gathers that ball in. Nice play by Miller, moving to his left, and that will retire the side. So two walks in the inning, a strikeout, nothing doing for the Broncos. We go to the bottom of the first. It is scoreless. This is Highland Park Scots baseball on Game On Sports. And we go to the bottom of the first. Let me run through the batting order here for the Scots. Lachkowski, Chan, Schneider, Schlehuber, Leiner, Flashnick, Hickman, Schultz, and Ferris. Here's Lachkowski, Bryce, facing McGilvery. First pitch swing, a little tapper in front of the mound. McGilvery, nice job coming off the mound, moving beyond the ball, so he sets himself up for a decent throw and delivers to first base. One pitch and one out. It brings up Matty Chan. Yeah, that's Bryce, but he did get a haircut. McGilvery missing outside. Left-handed starters each way today. O'Banion and now McGilvery. Looks like he's scheduled to go a pair. Check swing into the screen. McGilvery doesn't appear to be a very large dude. Lots of off-speed stuff. Curveball, that must have been a straight change. And it probably had some dip as it approached the plate. Chan swung right over it. Matty will play the outfield and infield this year. Another foul back into the screen. Hey, nice play coming off the screen from Charlie Schneider on deck. Next pitch swung on, ground ball towards third. Sounded like it came off the end of the bat. And Holzner is able to make the play. 2 down now. That'll bring up Charlie Schneider. One of your team captains. Charlie was first team All-District last year. Oh, Matty Chan is also a team captain. Charlie looks at the first pitch. Had a little tail on it. Moved away, but stayed in the strike zone. Not a very overpowering fastball. And then probably a changeup. Also a strike. 0-2 quickly to Charlie. McGilvery working quick. Kicks and delivers. Misses up high with that pitch. Come on out to Scotland Yard. Plenty of good seats still available. Sun is breaking through the clouds. Lots of baseball left to play. Swung and a foul into the screen. Kind of jammed Charlie on that one. Swing another ground ball to third. And Holzner is able to make the play on that one as well. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Scots. 3 batted balls. It's better than striking out any time. And we will go to the second inning. Scoreless in the scrimmage between the Boyd Broncos and Highland Park Scots. This is Highland Park Scots baseball on Game On Sports. We go to the second inning of the scrimmage between the Boy Broncos and the Highland Park Scots. Here from Scotland Yard, I see some of the familiar faces in the stands. Brenton O'Banion's first pitch. Good-looking strike on the outside corner. Facing Fry. Fry is the right fielder. First left-handed batter Benton's had to see. Check swing, did he go? Looked like he did from here. I'll try not to be an umpire too much. See Mr. Flashnick and Mr. True over here. Another check swing, and that one will be a called strike, so 1-2. See Miss Schneider. I think that's Miss Schultz. Can't really see her face, don't know. But hello to everybody. That pitch misses up high and away, 2-2. And the Broncos traveled pretty well for a preseason game. Got 15 or 20 in the stands. Next pitch on the corner, strike three. Maybe a little generous out there, but Schultz wasted no time in getting that ball down to pitcher for called strike three. One down. That brings up Weslowski. He apparently is also a designated hitter right now. He was the first pitcher we saw on Saturday. O'Banion's pitch. Good looking strike right down the middle. Misses down with that one. Scotland Yard, 325 down the left field line, 315 down the right field line. If memory serves, it's 390 to center, I believe. Check swing. Left field doesn't go out real deep because of the buildings right behind there at the practice facility. Next pitch from Benton, ground ball back through the middle. Schneider has a play and gets it to first base. Nice play, Charlie. 2 down. See all the flags out there in the outfield just sitting down, not doing a thing. No air movement today. Temperature somewhere in the 60s. Guess I could pull out that weather app that I didn't want to tell anybody about. Let's find out what that is. Ball in the air to left, has some carry, moves back Chan, but he's able to make the catch. And that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down. Good inning from O'Banion. And we have played an inning and a half. No score. This is Highland Park Scots baseball on Game On Sports. To the bottom of the second we go. Lee Schlahuber will lead it off. Lee's playing right field. Made a nice play going into foul territory back in the first. Caden Liner on deck. Carter Flashnick to follow him. McGilvery back on the mound for the Broncos. First pitch had a little bend to it, but also unable to be caught by the catcher. Can't tell if it bounced or if it just went off the catcher's mitt. McGilvery working fast, line drive, base hit into left field from Schlahuber. There's our first hit of the day for either team. Lee started things off with a hit his first time in the first game on Saturday. That'll bring up Caden Liner. Liner's catching today. Did a little catching and pitching on Saturday. He'll probably play somewhere in the infield. Good athlete, good ball player. Throw over to first. Lee is back easily. Did not appear to have that big of a lead as he went back in on both knees, almost upright. McGilvery, again, not much of a lead. Off-speed pitch, going to miss outside. So if you're listening and you got a kid on the team and he's got a college commitment, get that information to me. Love to talk about that. Love to look at the Twitter feeds of the colleges and see what the kids are getting themselves into. Last year we had Sam Webster, who's now at Navarro Junior College, or I guess that's now Navarro College. Gilvery kicks and delivers, swing and a miss. Preston Gamster was on the team a couple years ago, and he started off at Paris Junior College. He's now at TCU. But get your college commitment info to me. A look and a throw. Still, Lee doesn't appear to have that big of a lead. Something tells me the coach just wants to get the kids to practice that step and throw over there. Gilvery. Another throw over. That time Lee did feint as if he was going to take a couple extra steps, but that was almost as if he was baiting the pitcher, wanting to see what his throw over would look like if he did it a little quicker. This is up high with that one. Weiner'd love to see something to hit here. Outfield is relatively shallow. Center fielder's not even 300 feet deep. Out there on the big logo. Swing and a miss. Swung through that one. Center fielder is not as deep as the left fielder, and there's a lot of room in right center field. Middle infield about middle deep, looking to turn two. Another throw over to first. Swing and a miss. And there's one down. That'll bring up Carter Flashnick. Flash hit a home run or two for us last year. Kept thinking I was going to see him put one on top of the practice facility. Came close with a couple of foul balls, but not a fair ball. There's a little bit of space between the fence and the practice facility. It's not just right up against it over there. 2-0 now to Flash. And Schlehuber not necessarily showing that he's going to be stealing a base. Maybe a half step bigger lead now than he had prior. McGilvery's been holding him close. That pitch is up. I believe it's 3-0 now to Flash. It is, according to the umpire. There's ball four. A 4-pitch walk to Flash. 2 on with 1 out. That brings up A.C. Hickman. Good to see AC back out there. Hope there's no ill effects from his hand injury last year. See the catcher come out. He's calling a defensive alignment. He also has that pitch comm, and he has the thing on his wrist, as do all the other guys have a thing on their wrist. Some of the teams will use that to call their defense. It looks like they're getting used to that because they all took the signal and then moved on. There's a swing and a miss. Not too big of a lead, and ground ball tapped towards first. Davis comes off the bag, hesitated, went over, got the ball, and went back to the bag. That's a swinging bunt. It'll serve as a sacrifice, but it'll be a ground ball, 3 unassisted and 2 down. So ducks on the ponds for William Schultz. I believe William had a hit on Saturday as well. Well, it looks like he reached on an error. First pitch is going to be a ball. Ducks on the pond, but 2 down. Breaking ball on the corner. Not a lot of break or speed to it. Just found just barely enough of the plate for a strike. That'll miss way outside. See the catcher lean way over behind the left-hand hitter's batter's box to make that catch. 2 balls and a strike. Center fielder is even shallower now than he was a couple of batters ago. Ground ball back through the middle, but no, it's going to be caught on one hop. And over to first goes Lanuvo, and that will retire the side. Scots get a hit and a walk, but leave a pair, and we are scoreless through 2 full innings. This is Highland Park Scots baseball on Game On Sports. Going to the 3rd inning of the Broncos and Scots preseason game, a scrimmage. Henry Gahagan now on the mound. That's the only defensive change. Just a new pitcher. Gahagan just a sophomore. Tall, thin left-hander. Batter shows bunt and pulls it back. That's Johnson. He played some right field the other day. He's playing left field today. Takes a look at another one down low. Hagen, good looking fastball, missed inside with it. Last year the Broncos were 13 and 18, 4 and 10 in their district. There's the strike. They're playing in 5-6A. And there's a 5-pitch walk to get the inning started. Don't tell Hayward Lee that we had a leadoff walk. He hates those. If you're listening, Hayward, hey. Wonder if you're going to come back and do any baseball with us this year. Gahagan's next pitch, a bunt from Burrell, a nice looking bunt, and he will beat it to first. The ball is thrown down the right field line. Looks like it's going to get all the way out to the wall. A run will score, and Burrell will come all the way around to third. So after a walk and then a sac bunt and an error, puts Burrell all the way over at third. Liner came out of the box and picked it up and missed his man at first. Tried to hurry it because Burrell tried to leg out a hit, not just a sacrifice. So 1 on, nobody out, and a run in, swing and a miss. This is Holzner. See Burrell trying to steal a run on a foul ball. Not going to work. Holzner walked his first time. We're right back here Friday. It was a good-looking pitch. Oh, must have been down. Right back out here Friday against Plano West. And then next Tuesday, we'll be back here at Scotland Yard at 5 o'clock next week. And then a game on Saturday the 17th. Actually, that'll be the last scrimmage, and then the tournaments start February 22nd. Swinging a foul ball out onto Lover's Lane. Gahagan's next pitch, going to miss down low. That'll be ball 4. So no outs recorded yet. 2 walks and an error. We have runners at first and third. Nobody out and a run in. Bring up Walls, designated hitter today. Played some shortstop on Saturday. Another bunt shown. Gahagan's pitch is delivered for a strike. Going to be way outside. Kind of anticipated to see the runner taking off from first with runners at first and third. We'll see. Scots need to work on their first and third defense. Broncos need to practice their run. See, the runner hesitated, tried to get a walking lead and then a couple of steps back to first. Very tedious approach. Gahagan now concentrating on the batter. Misses down low. See if I can find the count. I think we're at 2-2. Umpire's not giving us a count. Next pitch in the air to left center. Moving back is Chan. He'll make the catch. A run will score, but an out is recorded. There's one down. That'll be a sacrifice fly and an RBI for Walls. 2-0 now, Boyd. And that brings up Kleeman. He had to walk his first time up against O'Banion. Good pitch on the outside corner from Henry. Scott's turned a pair of double plays on Saturday. See if they can get one here. See Schneider and Lachkowski cheating a little bit towards the middle of the infield. Hoping to do that. Next pitch is up and away. Pitcher is not necessarily in. He's just even with the bag. There's a throw over at first. I don't think Holzner's going anywhere. He didn't go when there was runners first and third, and he's been pretty tedious about getting off the bag over there. Could just fall down and touch the plate or the bag. There's a pitch going to miss inside. That will get away from the liner. Holzner will achieve second base the easy way. The thermometer says 70. The sun's out. It might actually be 70. A little bit of a wind. Not really dancing the flags any. Next pitch in the air, foul back into the screen. And somebody called time. Kleeman backs out. Now he steps back in. We'll try it again. Gahagan will step off. And now he'll step back in. Swing and a miss. Strike three. 2 down. Kleeman came out from underneath his batting helmet. Don't know if he was trying to check his swing or ended up with a really long one-handed swing. So 2 outs. 2 runs in. Still no hits for the Broncos. Swing and a miss at that pitch. This is Davis, the first baseman. Flight out to center his first time up. Must be his mom over here to the right, leaning in next to the screen. She was taking video when he was batting earlier. So there's another strike. 0-2 now to Davis. Swing and a tapper going foul to the right. Breaking ball going to be fouled off onto Lover's Lane. In the midst of traffic. If you're curious as to where Scotland Yard is, it's on campus at Highland Park High School. We are at the corner of Douglas and Lover's Lane in University Park. Which is Dallas, Texas. Swinging another foul. Just can't quite finish him off. Getting a little bit of piece of the ball each swing. Hagen looking in. Long look in. Checks the runner, not much of a lead. Misses up high. And now we have a full count. First base is open, but you'd rather just go ahead and finish them off right here. Swinging the ball in the air again towards Lover's Lane, and I think we have contact. A vehicle has been hit. Not the last time it's going to happen this year. That will happen again. So Cahagan has to do it all over again. The 3-2, and that'll be ball 4. Davis fouled off just enough pitches to get a walk. And that will bring up Fry, who was caught looking at a Bent O'Banion pitch his first time. It's Tuesday, it's district night. There's basketball games and all kinds of sports being played tonight. There's a foul back. Looks like both the boys and girls teams for the Scots will be in the playoffs. Cahagan kicks and delivers. That's going to be outside. The Bronco runners are not very aggressive. We've seen much more aggressive base running at the high school level the last couple of years. These guys are just barely getting leads. There's another pitch that bounces away, and both runners will move up anyway on the ball that gets away from Caden Liner. So runners at second and third now, with 2 outs and 2 in. Inning started with a walk, and then a sacrifice bunt attempt was thrown down the right field line for an error that scored a run and put Burrell at third. He scored later on a sacrifice fly. There was another pair of walks and a strikeout, and that's where we are now. 2 on, and Fry hitting and lines this one into right field. That'll score at least one. Schlehuber comes up throwing. Good arm from Lee. That'll keep the runner at third. So one more run in. That's the first hit of the day for the Broncos. So runners first and third now with 2 outs, and that brings up Weslowski, who grounded out his first time up. That ball gets away from Liner, and in will come the 4th run, and down to second will go another runner. So Davis scores, and Fry is now at second. It is 4-0 in favor of the Broncos. Cahagan kicks and delivers. Ball back through the middle. Must have gotten off the end of the bat. Didn't sound real good. Didn't go real hard. Good throw in from Ferris. And with that, Caldwell will come up and bat. He flied out his last time, and this represents the 9th batter of the inning for the Broncos. Runners again at first and third, 2 outs. Caldwell, the number 8 batter in the lineup. Cahagan's first pitch is a little high. Henry's scheduled to go 2. He's thrown enough pitches this inning to get a couple in. See if they let him go again next inning. Misses that one down. 2-0 now to Caldwell. Runner goes down, throw down. Lachkowski let the throw go. Schneider came in behind him, applied the tag, but it appears the runner is safe. So Lachkowski was going to cut it off and come home if the runner from third had taken off, but he did not. So Weslowski gets a stolen base. Now 2 on, in scoring position. Caldwell swings and fouls one back. I believe the count is 3-1. It might be 2-2. It is 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Deuces wild. Top of the third. Swinging another foul back. Curveball misses up and away. Full count now. Runners are not forced, so they won't take off. Come on, Henry, finish it right here. And that'll be ball 4. And the Broncos have batted around, and they're going to just call it an inning. We will go to the bottom of the third. Broncos now on top 4-0. This is Highland Park Scots Baseball on Game On Sports. Go to the bottom of the fourth. Highland Park Scots Baseball on Game On Sports. Keep up with us all year long. Game On Sports Network. I believe it's Game On Sports Productions at Twitter. I'll find that out. I'm at Rob Game Guy 19 at Twitter. HP Scots Baseball. HP Scots Sports. There's a curveball for a strike to Miller Ferris. Ferris is the center fielder today. Oh, check swing, and that gets away. New pitcher out there. We're at the bottom of the third. Intrican is the new pitcher. I said fourth. It's just the third. Getting ahead of myself. And that made contact. So Miller's going to take a bag. We were here a year ago on this very date, these same two teams. We go back to the top of the order. Bryce Lachkowski saw only one pitch last time, tapped it back to the pitcher. Ferris, a decent lead. Lachkowski fakes the bunt. Ferris, good speed, getting a pretty good lead. Antrican throws over. See if the Scots have something going here. Second pitch of the at-bat. Nope. Curveball. Delayed strike call. Ferris a decent lead. Lachkowski will have to protect the plate. Another throw over to first. Nothing doing. Again, Bryce shows bunt. Ferris going nowhere. Ball was way outside. It's either 2-1 or 3-1 now to Bryce. Bryce just a junior. Swing and a miss at a curveball up high. Also a wide receiver on the football team, as was Charlie Schneider. Great to see these kids playing as many sports as they can in high school. They'll have to specialize later. Another throw over to first. Ferris able to get back. A little bit more of a breeze now. Not much, but a little. Good looking day, sunshine. Pitch swung on, fouled at his feet. So 2-2. Nobody out. Ferris on first. Intrican looks over, comes back set, throws over to first. They don't allow this in the big leagues anymore. You can only throw over one time. If you don't get him out the second time you throw over, he gets to go to the next base. Silly rule, if you ask me. That pitch is way outside. Ferris caught in no man's land. Now he takes off for second, and the throw goes into center field. If that was the delayed steal, it ended up working out. So now there's a full count. Big hole on the right side, but Lachkowski swings through a breaking ball, and there's one down. Ferris on second. They'll bring up Matty Chan. Matty grounded to third his first time. You hear the coach yelling out the defensive signals, and everybody checks their armband to find out what that means. So Chan. Chance to bring in a run for the Scots. Breaking ball for a strike. A very slow breaking ball from Entrican. Caught a lot of the plate. Big hole on either side of the infield with the middle infielders cheating towards second, trying to hold Miller Ferris a little closer. Matty shows bunt, pulls it back, and Ferris retreats to second base. Again, Matty shows bunt, makes contact, but sends it foul. One ball, two strikes to Chan. See, he's really deep in the batter's box. And practically right on top of home plate. Ground ball towards short. Ferris will get to third easily. Throw over to first is in time. Manuvos had a couple of chances at short and made them both. 2 outs now, and Ferris is on third. That brings up Charlie Schneider. Schneider grounded out to third his first time up against the left-hander McGillivray. And that will make contact with Schneider, puts runners at first and third. And that brings up Lee Schlehuber. Lee had a sharply struck line drive base hit his last time. Going to get a pinch runner for Schneider. They're not wearing jerseys and numbers, so I don't know exactly who that is over there doing the pinch running. First pitch to Lee is a very late call. I don't know what part of the home plate that ball got, but umpire says it got a small piece as it reached out on the way by. Entrican looks to third. Runner from first didn't take off. Sometimes they do that as a pick play. They think the runner from first is going to take off, and he's going to take off on the first motion. Well, their first motion, they go to third. Then they get the runner at first stuck in no man's land. Then they have to execute the pickle play. And try to get the out before the run scores. So Schlehuber with a hit in his hip pocket takes a pitch outside. Oh my gosh, that's a wide strike zone. Okay, I think what they did was they put a pinch runner on in place and they let Schneider continue to hit. Swing and a foul ball past Coach Yoder. Because this is still Charlie Schneider batting as I'm looking at it now. You miss so much when you reach down to write in a scorebook. Throw over to first. Nothing doing over there. Still runners first and third. There are 2 outs. Antrican delivers. That looked better than one of the strikes that was called on Schneider, but that will be a stolen base. So 2 ducks on the pond, but 2 outs. Let's see if Schneider gets something to hit here. Antrican steps off. Looking in. So they have incorporated the pitch comm device, which gives the coach a chance to call the pitch from the dugout, and then catcher relays it to the pitcher. 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Schneider. But they still call out their defense, and that's what their armbands are for. First noticed that a few years ago in softball. And now it has infiltrated baseball. Antrican kicks and delivers, and that I thought was ball 4, yes. Okay, so now Schneider's officially on first, and that'll bring up Leash LeHuber. With the bases full, Schneider got 2 looks at bats and got no official at bat there, with a hit by pitch and a walk. And now Leash LeHuber bats. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And fouls one off the top of the dugout over here. Swing and a miss there. Bottom of the third, 4-0 Broncos. LeHuber a chance to cut into that lead here. That gets away, but not far enough for anybody to go very far. Miller Ferris on third. Pinch runner on second. Schneider on first. LeHuber with the only hit so far for the Scots. Only 2 hits for the Broncos. Swing and a foul tip. Did it stay in the glove? It did. And that'll be strike 3. And we are done. Now we're through 3 innings. I said the 4th earlier, but now we're through 3. So it's 4-0 in favor of the Broncos as we go to the 4th. This is Highland Park Scots baseball on Game On Sports. Henry Gahagan back out for another inning for the Scots. The rest of the defense, let's see, Miller. Gray Miller's now at third. The rest of the defense appears to be the same as it was the first 3 innings as we start the 4th here. This will be Johnson playing left field today for the Broncos. Shows and pulls back a bunt. Gahagan had a strikeout among a couple of hits and a couple of walks last inning. And there's a line drive base hit into right field for Johnson. Now we go back to the top of the order. Burrell struck out his first time and then laid down a bunt that turned into a throwing error down the right field line. Last inning, he came around to score on a sacrifice fly. He shows bunt again. That's a beautiful bunt if it stays fair. And it will stop on the line. That is a bunt base hit. You're not going to see one better than that this year. First of all, it's not that easy to bunt and keep the ball from going very far on these turfs. And that one just slowly dribbled down the line and stopped on the line. A base hit. And that brings up Holzner, who has walked twice. So now he's going to flip around and hit left-handed. Didn't he hit right-handed last time? He shows bunt and fouls it off. Shows bunt again, but pulls it back. You'll see more bunts today than you will in any Major League Baseball game. A week's worth of baseball games in the big leagues. There's another bunt, fake bunt. 2 balls and a strike now. Still plenty of good seats available in the sunshine. Y'all come on out. 5 or 6 more innings to play. Another fake bunt. Saw A.C. Hickman more than halfway down the line. That was called a strike, and now Holzner will flip back over and hit on the right-hand side. Checks his swing, didn't go. Ball's up high. So a full count now. Double play in order. Get the right ball at the right guy. Maybe even 3. Ball in the air to deep center. Ferris goes back into the shadow, makes the catch. 1 runner will advance. Johnson moves from second to third. Burrell hangs on at first, and that's a fly out to center field for Holzner. And that's 1 down. It'll bring up Walls. Has a fly out and a sacrifice fly. So double play still in order. Shows bunt, fouls it off the catcher. Number 3 batter bunting. You will not see that all year in the big leagues. If you do, send me a copy of it. Tell me what game it's in. You just don't see that in the big leagues. Next pitch is up and away. So ball and a strike to Walls. Schneider relatively deep at short. Matchkowski looking to turn the double play. Miller even with third. They've got the runner picked. If they can get the throw, Burrell's just kind of fast. That'll be a stolen base. The first throw made Hickman jump up, got out of his body rhythm. His throw was a little high. Stolen base for Burrell. So 1 on, or 2 on now, 1 out. Walls looks at one outside. This is Brody Walls, just a junior, second team All-District last year. Ball in the air down the line and left, going to go foul into the batting practice cage. Sounded good. Somebody thought it was amazing, but it just went foul. Ball back through the middle, going to get down for a hit. Ferris's throw, strong throw, keeps Burrell from scoring, but Johnson easily comes home. He scored twice now. So a hit and an RBI for Walls. That'll bring up Kleeman. Double play still in order. 1 out, runners on the corners. See how aggressive the Broncos are on the bases here. They show bunt a lot, and that gets away, and it's going to get down. Burrell's going to score. Walls advances to second. 2 runs in the inning. Still just 1 out, and then now 1 on. Kleeman checks his swing, but it's a strike anyway. Hagan looks at his runner, kicks and delivers. Ball in the air. Don't think. No play for Hickman. He took off like he thought he had a play, but nothing doing. 2 strikes on Kleeman. Sun's starting to dip down lower, causing a little extra glare. I lost that ball off the bat. That ball gets away, and that will move Walls to third. That ball's up high. Hagan's next offering fouled into the screen on the right side. Three more scrimmages over the next 8 or 9 days. And then we'll get going in earnest February 22nd. Ball in the air to center. Ferris make the catch. There will be another sacrifice fly. Another run will score. 2 down. Three runs in the inning. 4 last inning. 7-0 Broncos. Just a scrimmage. Just a scrimmage. These ball players are finding out a lot about themselves. Coaches are finding out a lot about them. Some of them getting their work in. You want to get through these scrimmages without anybody getting hurt. Find out something about your ball club. Ball in the air to right center. Schlehuber moves over. Way off the line and makes the catch. And that'll retire the side. So 3 runs in. There were 3 hits. They all scored. And we are going to the bottom of the 4th, 7-0 Broncos. It's a scrimmage. This is Highland Park Scots Baseball on Game On Sports. Bottom of the 4th. Here come the Scots. Liner, Flashnick, and Hickman, the first 3 due up this inning. Entrican back out on the mound for the Broncos. Umpire didn't like the look of something down in the first base dugout. One of the ladies in the stands with a really nice looking Scots jersey. Line drive right back to the pitcher. Entrican steals a hit away from Liner. And there's 1 down. Liner's now 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a line out. Here's Flashnick. Walked his first time, didn't get anything to look at to hit. See if he does this time. That ball bounces in front of home plate and gets away. Another bouncer. See if Flash gets pitched to hit here, 2-0. That'll miss, 3-0. And that'll be a called strike. Oh, and ball 4 makes contact. Seems to me Flashnick got hit a lot last year. He gets hit again today. They'll bring up A.C. Hickman with 1 on and 1 out. See what kind of lead Flash gets against the right-hander. Not much, nothing doing, nobody charging, nobody showing bunt. That was the hitter's pitch. We'll see if there's any action going here. The second pitch. Swing and a drive down the left field line going foul. Coach Yoder just letting his guys bat here. Pitch is down in the dirt. Catcher blocked it well enough to keep it in front. Keep Flashnick at first. It looks like Flash is going to get a pinch runner. Ball in the air to left. Left fielder a long way to go. Johnson gets to it and makes the catch. And it's 2 down. Bring up Will Schultz. Grounded out to short his last time up. Throw over to first. And they must just be working on their throws because the pinch runner did not have that big of a lead. Curveball, going to get the strike call. Another throw over. Another generous strike call. There goes the runner, swing and a miss. It's going to be strike 3, and that will end the inning. Schultz gives himself up on the way back to the dugout. So we have completed 4. It's the Broncos leading 7-0. This is Highland Park Scots baseball on Game On Sports. To the 5th we go. Ty Moorhead out on the mound. Got a kid named Yoder behind the plate. Wonder if he's related to Coach Yoder. Hickman still at first, Lachkowski at second, Miller at third, Schneider short, Curtis, Ferris, and Schlehuber across the outfield. Swing and a miss. Good looking pitch from Moorhead. Batter's Fry. He's got a hit, strikeout, and an RBI on the young day. Ground ball to second. Lachkowski on a couple of hops, easily over to first. Routine out number 1 in the 5th. They'll bring up Weslowski. Has a hit in 2 trips. Weslowski was a sophomore last year. First team all-district pitcher. There's a ground ball again to Lachkowski on a pair of hops. And he hops a throw over to first. Nice play on both ends there. 2 down. Hickman able to get the long hop from Lachkowski. So Weslowski last year had 4 losses and 5 wins and a 1.78 ERA. How do you lose 4 games with that kind of ERA? That brings up Colwell. He's flat out and walked. Moorhead appears to be in good control. Kicks and delivers. Hard throwing right-hander, misses outside with that one. 2 up, 2 down. That's the first time that the nope. O'Banion had a 3 up, 3 down inning back in the second. Okay. Liner thought he caught that one. It went right by him. Or Yoder, rather, thought he caught it. Went right by him. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Moorhead a more traditional windup. The ball's fouled off on the lover's lane. Missed a car somehow. I say more traditional lineup. The fact that he's using a windup is more traditional. It's not a traditional windup as he steps just briefly to the side. Got a generous strike call there. Strike 3. And that will retire the side. We will go to the bottom of the 5th. It's still 7-0 Broncos. Highland Park Scouts baseball on Game On Sports. To the bottom of the fifth we go. Man on the mound is Reagan for the Broncos. Kicks and delivers. Good looking pitch. Called strike. Miller Ferris leading off. Drew a walk his first time. And a weird delayed steal of second. Takes the ball way outside. Reagan working way over on the first base side of the rubber. Misses down low with that one. Swing and a miss from Ferris. Ferris is a senior. Looks like he's going to wear number 9 this year. Ground ball towards third. And just by a step, they get the out at first. One down. Still Holzner over at third. So he's got one more inning to go over there. So one down, back to the top of the order. Bryce Latchkowski. Ground out and a strikeout in 2 trips. Swing and a foul at and on his foot. Son is at an awkward spot, causing me some glare, but it is beautiful to see the sun shining. 70 degrees here on, what is this, February 5th today? Where's today, the 6th? Hey, it's Tuesday. How about that? February 6th, a Tuesday. 2024, Anno Domini. Breaking ball, very generous strike call from the umpire. He's been wide all day. Reagan kicks and delivers. Check swing. Oh, and going to get an inside call at that time. Latchkowski goes down without swinging the bat, and there's 2 down. That'll bring up Matty Chan. Except we're going to have a pinch hitter for Matty. Swing and a miss. See if I can get his number off his helmet. I think this is Anderson Curtis. He takes one down low, ball 1 strike. Just the preseason of high school baseball. Going in earnest on the 22nd of February. Swing and miss, good cut, just no contact. And 3 more scrimmages here. Got a piece of that one. Expanded the zone a little bit. Reagan kicks and delivers, bounces one up to the plate. Out of the stretch, Reagan brings it and misses up and away. And I believe we have a full count now on Curtis. The junior. Swing and a miss. And that will retire the side. So 3 up, 3 down. And we go to the 6th. 7-0 Broncos in this scrimmage. This is Highland Park Scots baseball on Game On Sports. To the 6th we go. The defensive alignment. Ty Moorhead back out on the mound. Yoder behind the plate. Flashnick at first. Lachkowski second. Miller's at third. Hutchinson now at short. True. Check swing there. Good pitch from Moorhead. True in left. Curtis in center. And Gahagan comes off the mound. And now he's in right field. This is Johnson leading off for the 3rd time in 4 innings. The number 9 batter for the Broncos. And I believe after this inning, they will line drive. Fair ball down the line. That could be extra bases. Johnson into second easily, standing up. Line drive double off the bat of Johnson to lead off the inning. He's been on all 3 times with a walk and 2 hits. That'll bring up Burrell. Except it won't be Burrell. Or will it? Yes. Looked like he's going to swing left-handed for a minute. Making me think of somebody else. Of course, they're not wearing numbers, so you can't really tell. But Burrell struck out his first time, laid down a bunt that turned into a 3-base error, and then laid down a bunt, as pretty of a bunt as you'll see on an artificial turf that turned into a hit. He has a stolen base, and he scored twice. Moorhead kicks and delivers. Ball well struck to left, but right at Curtis. Or I'm sorry, that's True in left. 6th inning, it's True. His older brother Jack was on the team the last couple of years. Some of the guys from the JV getting a little time here. Yoder behind the plate, True in left. So 1 on, 1 out. Here's Holzner actually hitting from the left-hand side this time. Calls time just as Moorhead was about to deliver. Moorhead delivers. Ball is half-heartedly bunted at and is going to be a strike. Leadoff double followed by a line drive out. Again, he shows bunt, pulls it back at the last second. Didn't really pull it back, just dropped his bottom hand off the bat. Some umpires look for you to make that full pullback of the bat. Now we're going to get time. Moorhead steps off. Just misses inside. There have been times when that was the outside corner to a right-handed batter that was a strike. Swinging a ground ball to second. The runner will move up, but the play is made to first. Matchkowski gets the out, 2 down. That'll bring up Walls. He's got a pair of RBIs on a sacrifice and a hit. He's also flied out. Moorhead's first pitch to him misses outside. The ball bounces in. Good block from Yoder. Delivers, breaking ball in the air to the left fielder, True, camping under it, making the play, and that retires the side. So Moorhead had a couple of good innings, had 1 strikeout, gave up 1 hit, only faced 7 batters, got 6 outs. So good outing from Ty Moorhead. We'll go to the 7th inning. It's 7-0 Broncos. This is Highland Park Scott's Baseball and Game On Sports. Going to the bottom of the 6th. I keep getting ahead of myself. It's my preseason too. We're not in the 7th yet. Bottom of the 6th. Leading off. See, we're going to have some different hitters. This looks like Schultz taking over for Schneider here. Moved up to the 3 spot, which will put Hutchinson on deck. This is Reagan back out for his second inning. A little bit smaller roster for the Broncos. They've got a couple of guys that might play all 10 innings. Ball in the air to center. And that play is made. That's still Burrell out there in center field. And that should bring up Hutchinson. Don't have a number for him. Something tells me he's one of the JV guys called up. Getting a cup of coffee with the big club. Gahagan on deck, and then Miller. Moorhead, True, and Yoder to follow those. Breaking ball that the catcher misses. It goes off the umpire's mask. Must have had a very late break that the catcher couldn't catch up with. Went off the home plate umpire's mask. Don't see that every day. Reagan kicks and fires and misses down and away. Scott's bats have been pretty quiet. Schlehuber has a hit. There's been some walks and hit batters. There's a foul ball. Ball in the air again to center. Burrell will move over and make another play. 2 down. Seven or 8 in a row now. Here's Henry Gahagan in place of Liner. Ooh, takes one on the outside corner. Well, you got to come up swinging with anything outside against this umpire. He's a little wide. He's been behind the plate the whole time. Swing and a miss. Makes for another quick inning. 3 up, 3 down, and we will now go to the 7th inning. This is Highland Park Scots baseball on Game On Sports. Ethan Pitcher, the junior right-hander, on the mound here in the 7th. Schultz at catcher, Flashnick at first, Chan at second, Miller at third, Hutchinson at short. Outfield is True, Curtis, and Cole, left to right. First batter here that Ethan will pitch to. Swing and a miss is Kleeman, the catcher. They will change their batting order next inning. That goes well away. Kleeman has a sacrifice fly, a walk, and a strikeout. Officially 0 for 1 in the unofficial game. Swing and a miss. Things will look a little different when it's the regular season. We'll have music going. Kids will have their walk-up songs. There'll be a PA announcer. We'll have 4 cameras or more on the game. Fly ball. On the infield, Schultz will let pitcher make the catch. Pitcher comes off the mound and gets to where the ball is coming down. A ball like that high, close to home plate, has the weirdest spin. They always tell you that they're spinning back towards home plate. So that one went towards right field, maybe out towards the street, and then spin on the way back down. It was spinning back towards the infield, and Ethan Pitcher was there to make the catch. So the unusual pop-up to the number 1 position. There's one down. That'll bring up Davis. A walk and a pair of flyouts on his day. And there's a base hit. And that brings up Fry, who has a hit and an RBI and 3 at-bats, including a strikeout and a ground out. That pitch, whoa, up and off the glove of Yoder, and it gets all the way to the backstop. And with 1 out now, there's a runner on second. Fastball had some heat, a little bit of mustard on it, but it missed the strike zone. Ball foul back into the screen. I don't know if they're going to get away with this in the regular season, but Ethan Pitcher has a left arm band that is all white. And they do not let you do that when you're pitching. But this is just a preseason game. Of course, I'd never seen any of the players wearing armbands in baseball until this year. And this is just a scrimmage game. There's a curveball that stays outside. Kind of surprised that the umpires have stayed in their respective positions the whole time here. We had umpires changing out pretty much the whole game on Saturday. Get a couple innings and move. Third guy would come in and take over a spot, and a fourth guy eventually came in. So the 3-1 from pitcher. Ground ball towards second. Chan moving to his right makes the play. The runner moves to third. So there's 2 outs now and a man on third. That'll bring up Weslowski. Ground out, a single, and a ground out. Also has a stolen base. Pitcher would love for him to be the last guy he sees this inning. Big curveball, gets the call on the outside corner. The umpire won't go quite that wide. That's going to be a ball. Pitcher kicks and delivers another good looking curveball there. Pitcher digs in, gets the sign, delivers a good-looking curveball, and that will retire the side. A strikeout for Ethan. Good inning, gave up a hit, but kept the ball in the ballpark and the runners off of home plate. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. Scott's still looking to get on the board. It's 7-0 Broncos. So if you want to keep up with Game On Sports coverage of Highland Park Scots baseball this year, easiest way, of course, is follow the stream, GameOnSportsNetwork.com. On Twitter, it is Go Game On Sports, at Go Game On Sports. And I'm Rob Game Guy 19. I just reactivated that Twitter account about a week ago to get ready for the baseball season. And I will get, for the next scrimmage, I will have all the Twitter information of the Highland Park Scots. It's Highland Park Scots Sports, Highland Park Scots Baseball. Their website, ScotsIllustrated.com, is a good resource if you want schedules, rosters, that sort of thing. That'll give you a lot of the background information that you need for this upcoming baseball season, but of course you can also keep up with the softball team, the tennis team, the soccer teams. Basketball teams are still playing. Looks like the girls and the guys are going to be going deep into the playoffs. Really good ball clubs. Jordan Stribling not here today because he's going to be playing basketball tonight for the Scots. As we go now to the bottom of the 7th inning, here's Miller to lead things off. Miller, a junior. Going to pitch, play a little third, play a little outfield. As of right now, it looks like he's going to wear number 27. That's on his helmet. It's on my roster sheet that Teresa Schneider sent me. Thank you. Curveball. That was going to be up high, but get the call. This is Holzner now on the mound. He started the game at third. I think he threw an inning on Saturday. Holzner will get this inning and next inning. Check swing. Going to make body contact in the batter's box, so it's a foul ball. Ball in the air, foul towards Lover's Lane. Another ball foul towards the right side. Will ricochet off the screen and stay in the ballpark. Somebody will run down there and get it. Some umpires won't let you play until you get that ball corralled. Here they just keep going. Oh, a good-looking curve ball. And Miller takes strike 3. It might have ended up being a little wide, but it had a lot of break to it. That'll bring up Moorhead. Had a couple innings on the mound. He's going to get a chance to hit. Takes one up high. Oh, no, going to get a strike call. Ty Moorhead, a junior. Swing and a miss. Going to wear number 6 this year. 0-2 to him. Tapper foul. Might have made some contact on his foot. Swing and miss, strike 3. 2 up, 2 down on strikeouts, both swinging. Holzner's looking good. That'll bring up True, younger brother of Jack. He was one of the stars of the team the last couple of years. Now down at the University of Texas in Austin, not playing baseball. Just having a good time, as Dad said. And he's also studying. We know that for a fact. Ball again in the air to the right side, going to hit the screen. Holzner kicks and delivers. Ball's well struck. Going to get down for a hit. Extra bases. True. Going to turn it on. He's got 2. He's going to go for third. And he's going to be in there with a triple. Center fielder Bradley was trying to make the diving catch, but could not get to the ball. And True legs out a triple. Well struck ball off the bat, and that'll bring up Yoder. Coach Yoder's little boy. I say little boy, it's his son. Used to call my son my little boy, and he used to hate that. So I apologize, young Mr. Yoder. Oh, good looking curveball from Holzner. 2 out, runner on third. Only the second hit thus far for the Scots today. Swing and a miss. Holzner's got a lot of break on that curveball. Doesn't come in real fast, but if it moves, it doesn't really have to. Did not get the call on that one, a little late break. Fastball. Half the Broncos thought it was strike 3. Umpire said it was not. And there's a curveball way outside, and we have a full count now. Yoder swings through a fastball, and that retires the side. 3 strikeouts in that inning, all swinging. And we go to the 8th inning. It is an exhibition preseason scrimmage between the Broncos and the Scots. This is Highland Park Scots baseball on Game On Sports. Going to the 8th inning, I believe we've jumped ahead in the game plan. This is Anderson Curtis out to pitch. He's a junior left-hander. Man, the Scots have got the lefties. Good for them. And first pitch swinging, ball in the air to center. And Cole gets underneath that one. If that's Cole. I think Flashnick is at first, so should be Cole in center field. So one pitch, one out. And then a beautiful strike. And this should now be Bance, B-A-N-S-E, if I'm saying that correctly. The Nouveau just flied out. This will be Bance here in the 8th inning for the Broncos. Good pitch. Curtis has some polish on his pitching game. You see, well, he's really fast. And ball popped in the air to first base. Flashnick into foul territory to make the catch. That'll be 2 down. Today I am. I don't know why, but we'll give it a shot. To the top of the order, Phillips now hitting in the place where Burrell. Good to get Burrell out of there. He was a handful. There's ball up high. Curtis, just a junior. You can tell he's been with a pitching coach. Very smooth delivery. Breaking ball just outside. They do a great job at the lower levels of the JV, getting these kids prepared for varsity. Working fast. I don't know how that wasn't a strike with some of the other strikes we've seen out there today. Like I said, it's the preseason for the umpires, just like it is for me and all the ball players. Working quickly, Curtis misses up high. That'll be a walk. So after the first 2 batters were out pretty easily, we get a 5-pitch walk. And that'll bring up Reagan. We saw him on the mound earlier, hitting in place of Holzner. Small breach of baseball etiquette. He walked between the catcher and home plate. He's supposed to go around behind the umpire, but what do these kids know? Curtis staring down the runner at first. He's not going anywhere. Delivers and misses up and away. If every day in February is like this, it'll be fantastic. Something tells me it won't quite be that way. There goes the runner. Pitch is delivered for a strike. 1-hop throw down. Skips into center field, but is backed up by Chan. And that'll be a stolen base. The Broncos have not been very aggressive on the base paths today. That is their second stolen base, and I think it's only their second time to try. However, just about everybody in the lineup shows bunt when there is a runner on base. With 2 outs, Curtis just misses down low with that one. And now he'll go out and talk with his catcher. They'll figure something out. Probably changing the signs because of the runner at second. 1's fastball, 2's the curve, 3's the changeup. It'll be the second sign. I'll show you 4. That sort of thing. Next pitch must have been down. Looked like it caught a lot of the plate, just not in the zone. Curtis kicks and delivers, bounces one in. That's another ball 4. So 2 walks after the first 2 were out, and we've got runners at first and second. And that will bring up Greening. His first at bat today. Time call, going to get a runner for the kid at first. There's a strike. Greening takes a high fastball for a strike. Two on and 2 out. Lefty Curtis kicks and delivers, swing and a miss. Throw back down to first, and it gets away into right field. I don't think it'll score a run. Throw casually comes back into second rather than throwing ahead of the runner. But both runners advance. They're now on second and third, but with 2 outs and 2 strikes. And there's strike 3, and that will end the inning. Decent inning, a pair of walks after the first 2 were out, and then a strikeout to close things out. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. Broncos lead this one. It's just a scrimmage, 7-0. This is Highland Park Scots Baseball and Game On Sports. I do believe I am. I tried to be a player. Played high school. I played a little bit in college, and then they told me that my services were no longer needed. Yeah, we all get told at some point. Not everybody's Derek Jeter. We don't all get gifts and everybody cheer for us no matter what the talent is. Then I played 22 years in the men's senior league, which actually got started right here on this field in 1988. Threw my arm literally out of socket. I have not played since that was 2009. And I coached one of my sons for about 11 years. And I did some baseball on radio back in the 80s. Go to the bottom of the 9th. Or is it the top and bottom of the 8th? Bottom of the 8th. 9th. I got to get my scorebook figured out here. There's a fly ball into shallow center field. And the center fielder Bradley comes over and makes the catch. That was Kutris batting. I hope I said the name right. First pitch swinging and a fly ball to center. That'll bring up Morris hitting in play Chan. Holzner back on the mound. Working that curveball again. Not as sharp this inning, that pitch as it was last inning. A lot of big breaking curveballs. Like that one, but for strikes. Does not appear to have an overpowering fastball, but the fact that he's mixing in a lot of breaking balls makes the fastball look a little faster. That fastball misses. 3 balls now. Morris takes a hack, sends it into right center field. If it gets down, it does. It'll be a hit. It'll be a double. Morris standing at second base. Good hustle to get there. Right fielder was way out of position, way over into right center field. He had a chance, but went down to his knees and could not make the catch. So that's a double from Morris. And with 1 out, there's a man in scoring position. That brings up, says Schultz. Is there a second Schultz? Cole. No, this is Cole. Got to get my. It's Cole batting. Schultz hit in this position last time, and Schneider before that. See the shortstop cheating in behind the runner at second. There's that big curveball. That could have, would have, should have been a balk. but they're going to say it's an out, caught stealing. To me, it looked like the pitcher came up and did not move to second until he saw the runner taking off. And then he stepped backwards instead of coming forwards. I guess maybe it wasn't a balk. Preseason for me too. Cole takes one inside. If there was any hesitation, that was a balk. There's a good curveball, but it misses inside and missed the batter. Cole has his toes practically on the inside of the batter's box, right on top of the plate. Swing and a foul tip. Ground ball foul past Bobby Leidner. So if you've got anything you want to promote from the school this year, make sure you get that to me at RobGameGuy19 on Twitter. Ground ball towards second, and that will be the last out of the 8th inning. But if you got anything that the school's promoting, I know we've got a upcoming senior night. That's planning well in advance. And then anything else going on at the school that needs a little promotion, let us know here at Game On Sports. Let me know specifically. If the guys are throwing a big birthday party, or the moms have a fundraiser, or the dads have a cookout. Anything going on, let me know. I'll put the info into the Scott's baseball broadcast. And we'll just have fun this year. We'll go as far as the Scotts will take us. This is Game On Sports Production. Tyler Presley manning the camera up on top of the press box. I'm Rob Davis. This is the 9th inning of a scheduled 10-inning affair. We have jumped ahead in our pitching. We have skipped one inning of Ethan Pitcher pitching. Anderson Curtis back out on the mound. Defensive alignment, Presley Kutras now at first. No Presley Kutras behind the plate. Morris at first. Yoder at second. Wait, no, hang on. That's next inning. Chan's at second. Schlehuber's back to third. Latchkowski at short. Truin left. Possibly Cole in center, Gahagan in right. When they start wearing numbers, I'll know for sure. Pitch up and a little in. And that one's down, 2-0. And that's a 4-pitch walk to start the 9th. was Bigham that drew the walk. This is Bradley, who I think we saw a pitch on Saturday. Throw over at first. And nothing doing. Steps off and goes to first. This time a little different look. Shows bunt, pulls it back, takes a pitch outside. Umpire did not call that one a strike. He has called pitches out there strikes earlier in the day. Swing and a foul back. Junior left-hander Curtis stares down the runner at first, kicks and delivers a breaking ball for a strike. Not much of a lead at first. Breaking ball will be up and away. Slide step delivery, and we induce a foul ball over onto Lover's Lane. Bobby Leitner coming out giving some brand new baseballs to the umpire. Throw over to first. Again, nothing doing. Swing and a miss. That'll be strike three. A walk and a strikeout here to get the ninth inning going. That'll bring up, let's see, Bradley. So this should be Wade now batting. Place it Fry. There goes the runner, throw down. Throw was on target, but the runner got there first, stolen base. Third one of the day for the Broncos. 1 on, 1 out. Wade in the box. Looking ahead to the schedule, we don't start the district games until March 12th. There will be tournaments prior to that. So the doubleheaders a lot of times, like the first day of games is Thursday, February 22nd. There will be 2 games against Prosper and Walnut Grove. They'll follow that up with an early morning game against Rock Hill. Then on Saturday, they'll play another doubleheader on the 24th, so 5 games in 3 days. On Saturday, it'll be 12:30 and 3 against Saxe and Wakeland. And then the next weekend, a doubleheader Thursday, a doubleheader Friday, and a single game Saturday. And then the next weekend, Doubleheader Thursday, Friday, single game Saturday. Ground ball to short. Long throw over. Schneider able to get it to Kutras in time for the out. 2 down. And the runner moves up to third. Didn't even look to get the runner. He took off with a swing of the bat. That'll bring up Entricken. We saw him pitching earlier. Curtis breaking ball for a strike. What they started, I don't know if it started before last year, but I didn't notice it until last year. The district games are home and away in the same week. Used to be they'd play like a round robin. They'd play everybody one time around, and then they'd play everybody again on the second time around. Now they've got their Lake Highlands week and their Irving week, and then their Jesuit week, and their Berkner week, and their Nimitz week, and their MacArthur week. So it's kind of, in those games, that'll be Tuesday and Friday primarily. There's also a Saturday game in there against Allen. That'll be their senior day. They'll play Jesuit on Thursday, Saturday, rather than Tuesday, Friday. But primarily, it's Tuesday and Friday. Then that goes all the way through the end of April. And then the playoffs. Let's see if we can get the Scots go deeper than the first round, or the second round, or the third round. See how deep we can get this team. Scots got a lot of pitching. I thought they were set up well last year. And the year before, when they played Cleburne, that was a buzzsaw of a team. Those guys were loaded with pitchers. We've got something going on here. I don't know if it's the batter or it's the catcher. Batter was hanging out. I couldn't see the catcher behind the umpire. The catcher fiddling with his gear. So Curtis kicks and delivers, breaking ball, chopped foul. Nice little rebound by the assistant coach over there in the coaching box. So things start in earnest February 22nd. So I'll get ready to come on out. Now it's down in the dirt and down. Did he say 2-2? Is that what he said? Couldn't see the fingers on his right hand. So Curtis is going to step off and come back at him. That will miss just outside. And now I believe we have a full count. Sun starting to set in the right center field quadrant of the field. See the long shadows off the infielders and the umpire and the pitcher. And now batter calls time. Curtis kicks and delivers, swing and a miss. That'll retire the side. 2 strikeouts in the inning. 3 on the day for Curtis. We'll go to the bottom of the 9th. This is Highland Park Scots baseball on Game On Sports. Okay, bottom of the ninth, here we go. It's scrimmage. Broncos are winning. The Scots have only had 3 hits. They need a home run to hit for the cycle. They've got a single, a double, and a triple. Need to get some more base runners. New pitcher is Lozano. Swing and a miss. I'm lost in the batting order. Trying to figure out who this is. Swing and a miss. So 1 out. Brings up William Schultz. He's hitting a couple of different spots in the order. I think they added a batter there. Back through the middle. Don't know how it didn't make contact with the pitcher, but it'll be a base hit. So a hard hit ball from Schultz. That'll be a hit for the Scots. And that brings up somebody wearing Carter Flashnick's helmet. And there's a high fly ball to relatively deep left field, but it'll be an out. So quick swing and a fly ball for an out. 2 down with a man on. And I believe this is Henry Gahagan batting. Breaking ball for a strike. None of these Boyd pitchers have been overpowering, but they all have been throwing curveballs. They have been working on that curveball. It's not a hard pitch to throw, but it can be difficult to command. Takes time to figure out where to let it go and how tight to grip it. And there's another one on the outside corner. Got to get all those extra spins to get that break. And there's a swing and a miss. Quick inning for Lozano. Did give up a hit, but struck out 2. And we'll play one more. Highland Park Scots baseball on Game On Sports. To the 10th, and we think final inning of the scrimmage we go. I believe this is Gray Miller on the mound. Ethan Pitcher had been scheduled to throw the 7th and 8th, only through the 7th. Curtis moved up and threw the 8th and 9th. And so here's Miller, who also threw one inning on Saturday. If I'm wrong, please let me know, but I'm pretty sure this is Mr. Miller. First pitch, strike on the outside corner. Good-looking junior right-hander. Breaking ball foul back. So Friday we'll be right back here. Plano West, the Wolves will make the trip down the highway. Down the tollway probably. They might use Preston Road, but I kind of doubt it. Gets the call on the outside corner, does Miller, and that's strike 3, 1 down. Miller kicks and delivers, breaking ball, good looking pitch, gets the strike call. Another good looking breaking ball, had the slider look to it. Swing and a miss. We'll have to complete the out at first as the ball bounced after the swing. Miller's got 2 strikeouts. Go back to the top of the order. Ball just missed the feet of the batter. I think that's Phillips. Miller kicks and delivers, bounces another one in. A third one misses. And that's a 4-pitch walk after 2 strikeouts. That'll bring up Reagan. Not much of a lead at first. Miller takes a look anyway, delivers just outside. Good pitch. Gets the strike call there. Top of the 10th. Broncos leading in the scrimmage. Second scrimmage between these two teams the last few days. There's a runner going, throw down, nobody covered. Second base is achieved by the batter Phillips. That's 2 stolen bases for him. If somebody had covered, that was a perfect throw. He's on the first base side. Runner would have slid right into the tag. Nobody there. So 2 outs and a man on. Miller, swing and a miss. 2 strikes now on the batter. Looking for his 3rd strikeout of the inning. Batter calls time, steps back in, and steps back out, and now he steps back in. Takes one way outside. Miller, long look at the runner. Kicks and delivers. Fastball going to be missed down. That's ball 4. So after 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. Two on and 2 out. And that brings up Greening. He struck out last time. Catcher working with his gear again. This time it looks like a shoe. Miller's delivery swung and missed, but it gets away from the catcher. Both runners move up. Well, according to the schedule, we will not see the Broncos again this year. We'll not play them in any of the tournaments, and of course they're not in our district or even our division. They play. You have to go pretty deep in the playoffs to see them because we're 7-6A, they're 5-6A. Might end up on opposite sides of the bracket. Breaking ball fouled on top of the dugout. Our TV camera cables kept that ball from coming off the top of the dugout. Those cables will be put in use in a couple of weeks. Miller's next pitch bounces in. Swing and a miss. 3 strikeouts in the inning and 2 walks for Miller. We'll go to the bottom of the 10th. This is Highland Park Scots Baseball on Game On Sports. All right, here we go. Bottom of the 10th. I believe this is True batting. He hit a triple last time. His helmet says 27. That's Gray Miller's helmet. But I don't think this is the guy who was just pitching. It might be, though. I could be wrong. That's the fun of these scrimmages. Just Tyler Presley could even get in at bat if he was just put on some baseball pants and a t-shirt. He could probably get in at bat. Don't think they'd let me. Swing and a foul tip. That's going to be strike 3, 1 down. I think this is Ty Moorhead swinging this at that one. Lozano kicks and delivers. Generous call on the outside. And he's been generous out there all day. 0-2. That one bounces in. Gets away from the catcher, but nobody on. No harm, no foul. Ground ball tapped back to the pitcher. He underhands it to first. 2 up and 2 down. And we'll go back to the top of the order. This is Bryce Lachkowski, I believe. Oh, he's got 10 on his helmet. That's the wrong side of the batter. Heard some good baseball humor on that the other day. Ball went behind Carter Flashnick, and somebody from the other dugout said, "Good spot to miss." High baseball humor. There's a 4-pitch walk. And somebody wearing Matty Chan's helmet now batting. Swing and miss. Good cut. Had a good fastball, just no contact. Swing and a miss down to their last strike. Wind starting to pick up as the sun goes down. Not enough for the flag in center field to move. And that is strike 3. And I do believe that's your ball game. So it's just a scrimmage. Doesn't count. Coaches getting to know the players. Players getting to know the players and getting a feel for the game. And as long as nobody got hurt, it was a successful afternoon. We have completed a pair of scrimmages with the McKinney-Boyd Broncos. Broncos win this one 7-0 if you were keeping score at home. And we'll be back here Friday. Plano West going to come down the tollway here to Scotland Yard. We will be out here for that game on Friday afternoon. This is Game On Sports production of Highland Park Scots baseball. Keep up with us all year long. GameOnSportsNetwork.com. Go Game On Sports on Twitter. I'm Rob Davis for Tyler Presley and everyone on staff at Game On Sports. Thanks for watching Highland Park Scots baseball on Game On Sports.